right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight we are running Shout Out Monday, where we're going to be doing a little networking in the chat. I'm also going to be doing channel reviews for those of you that want a channel review. And in addition, I'm going to be running another session of Ask Coach Eli Anything, where I will be answering any questions you have in the chat in regards to any of your business and personal needs, including any YouTube questions, because I am YouTube certified. So stick around for all that and much, much more that's coming right up. Live from Northern California, welcome to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive notifications at a device level. When you do all of that, you're all set to go. You're good to go. And that is all that it takes. That is all that it takes. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. I feel really, really good tonight. I have to tell you, folks, I've been just thinking about a lot of things lately. And I got this video. Oh, boy. I just got a message from behind the scenes. And my gosh, my friends behind the scenes that are sending me messages are so distracting. But Coach Eli has a lot of love for you. A lot of love for you. Okay. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. But anyway, hey, Ben, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. I got a video recommended to me by one of my moderators here, Terry's G&G. And it is regarding the psychology of trolls. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to share that link in the chat. I just need to go into my history here and just find it. And I highly suggest that everybody goes and watches this video. This is from the guitar industry that has been dealing with a bunch of drama as well, just like we've been dealing with over here on my end. It's called The Psychology of Trolls Life Lessons, and it's from the Willis Easy Guitar and Other Stuff channel. Has like 150, K plus subs. And this guy just makes a lot of sense. I believe he mentioned he was diagnosed with muscular sclerosis, and he has just not let anything get in the way of him moving forward with his message. And he's also just, trying to make other people aware that may be getting sabotaged by trolls, to not let the trolls get to you. So I'm sharing that link in the chat right now. Take a look at it when you get a chance. Subscribe to that channel. Bang the bell. Select all notifications. You know the drill. I think it's a really good channel. And thank you, Terry's G&G, or Terry's G&G for for recommending that video. And one noteworthy part in that video that really hit home with me. Most trolls, all they're looking for is to get a rise out of you. Now, some trolls, like this guy mentioned in the video, will take things a bit too far, and then they'll start harassing you and start affecting your real life. That has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to some of you. But for the most part, what he mentioned is that what these trolls look for are things that, are emotionally important to you. Trolls will look for things that are emotionally important to you and mean a lot to you emotionally, because they know that that is the best way to trigger you. And as long as you can get a grasp on that, or get a grip on that, and you understand that it's just, a little childish game, all you have to really do is ignore it and move forward and continue doing what you were meant to do. So that is that when it comes to that. Yeah, interesting here. Let me just check something out here real quick. Just to make sure that everything is set up properly here on my end, and it does look like everything is all good. All right, so here's how tonight is going to go. Tonight, we're going to be doing a little bit of networking in the chat. I'm going to be shouting out channels in the chat. I do shout outs free of charge, unlike some other channels, and I'm not taking these other channels down for charging to shout you out, but I do not charge for shout outs at this point. And I really hope I never have to charge for shout outs, because I'm trying to give away as much for free as possible. But that's all dependent on how many people support the channel through donations, PayPal, super chats, etc. And how many views I get on my videos, and how much ad revenue I make. I'm not looking to become a millionaire doing this, but I do have to make at least as much money as it costs me to take the time to put into this. So for right now, shouting out channels, like I'm going to shout out XC Ben right now. XC Ben's a great channel. He's a mountain biking enthusiast. He puts out a new video once per week, because his videos are very high quality, and they take a lot of time to edit. So check out his channel when you get a chance. XC Ben is in the chat with the moderator. Thank you for being here, Ben. Joe Chancellor just stepped on in. Hey, Joe, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel here. Joe Chancellor is somebody that I also met through networking recently. I believe this is your first time here, Joe. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Now, I'm looking at your channel. You have 1.14K subs. You don't have anything to describe your channel within your description section or your about section. You may want to add something there to make people aware of the purpose of your channel. But from what I gather, having looked at your channel, you're like a variety channel that's talking about many different topics. It looks like you have ideas for live streaming, screenshot on the PC, plus how to make custom. I think it was custom thumbnails. It's off the screen there. How to start and grow a YouTube channel. So you're like a variety channel there. You may want to just add what your channel's about in the about section, and you are good to go. But thank you so much for being here, and it is a great pleasure to connect with you. All right. All right, let's see here. We have 19 people in the box right now. Who else is here right now? Don't be shy. Don't be shy, and don't be afraid to chat in the chat. It's been very interesting lately what's been going on here on my channel. I'm getting people coming in here just to listen to the stream, but they're not commenting. So please, let's engage. This show is an engaging show. And I can't help you folks unless you're here and you're communicating with me. Similar Evil's in the house. Hey, Similar Evil, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. How did your day go, Similar Evil? How did it go today? Joe Chancellor says, my pleasure. And Chancellor says, thanks for the insights. You're very welcome. Joe, feel free to ask me any questions regarding, YouTube. I am YouTube certified. I've been on this platform for a while, between this channel and a former channel I used to run. And I am a monetized channel. I understand monetization and how to get monetized very well. I also understand ad-friendly guidelines very well, and community guidelines and copyright guidelines and all that. So, if you folks have any questions regarding something that you haven't been able to figure out on the YouTube end of things in running your channel, feel free to ask me that. I'm also a business and personal relationship coach, also known as a life coach. I can answer any questions that you have regarding your personal life, dating relationships, marriages. I'm also an entrepreneur. I've worked in the corporate world in the past, and for the last 12 plus years, I've been a self-employed entrepreneur. I have built a successful insurance business. I'm an insurance broker, during the daytime. That's my day job right now. But once I'm able to replace my income here on YouTube with my coaching, I'm going to sell my insurance book of business and do this full time. If I already am not doing it full time, it seems like I'm kind of doing both jobs full time, and that's what you have to do sometimes when you're making the transition from, one job that's paying your bills to another one that hasn't quite replaced your income from your other job to be able to get rid of the other job you don't want to do anymore. Awesome background, says Joe Chancellor. Yeah, I use a green screen. This is actually, if I turn on my video for a second, this is actually Hawaii. It's one of the volcanoes. I'm not sure which one it is, but that's what it's about. Let me see. So, yeah, thank you so much for the compliment on that, Joe Chancellor. Give me just 1 second here. All right. So, yeah, folks, feel free to network in the chat. Also, I am doing channel reviews tonight. Channel reviews are the only thing that I charge for because I have to charge for something. I've got to make a little bit of money to sustain running this channel. And for the low price of $20 minimum, now you can always donate more if you want to support the channel further. But if you make a PayPal donation or Super Chat donation of $20 minimum, I will review your channel live on the air. I will show your channel on the screen, and I will do a very extensive review, which most of them will take about, around 10 minutes. Some may take a little bit longer. I'll look at your channel art up top, see if there's anything that can be done to make it pop more. I'll look at the title of your channel, the name of your channel. We'll look at your channel icon, also known as your profile picture. I will look at your thumbnails. I will look at your descriptions of your videos, your titles of your videos. One thing I will not look at are your tags. But tags, YouTube has mentioned over the past year or so that tags are not as important as they once were. What's more important is the title and the description section and the thumbnail. But, tags do still hold some weight. Basically, tags are keywords you could put in the tag section within your video manager of a live stream or a pre-recorded video that give the YouTube algorithm a better idea of the type of video you have, so they know where to serve up your video. They're looking to match you and your content up with people that actually want to see your content. So that's how that works. Queen Helen Casey's in the house. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Welcome to the show, Queen. Glad to have you on board. Thank you so much for being here. Queen, how's your day going so far? What's been going on with you? And did you get a chance to go back and look at some of your settings of your YouTube channel regarding comments? Let me know about that. I know you mentioned earlier you disabled comments on all of your videos, and quite honestly, I don't think that's necessary. I think you can use the moderation tools that YouTube has, such as instead of automatically allowing all comments on your channel, you can actually select hold potentially inappropriate content, hold potentially inappropriate comments for review, and those will go either in your held for review box, or some of them may appear in your likely spam box as well. You're doing okay? Well, that's great to hear. That's great to hear, Queen. What would make your night a whole lot better, Queen? Let me ask you a question. what would make your night a whole lot better? What would turn it from, you're doing okay to you're doing fantastic? What would do that for you? 23 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Smash the like button for Eli. Well, thank you, Queen. Queen, you're like a robot when you say that, but I appreciate it. Yeah, please, folks, if you can, smash the like button and also share this out to anyone you feel would get great value being here. I know there are a lot of small YouTubers out here on the platform that are struggling to grow their channel or channels. I know there are also a lot of other networking, shows that are, run quite often. And while I feel to a certain point these channels are doing a great job of connecting people and, making us aware of each other, that's as far as that goes. There's a lot more to becoming a successful YouTuber than just raising your subscriber number. Once you acquire the subscribers, where do you go from there? And to make it very clear, my channel here is not a sub for sub, but feel free to check out each other's channels. And if you feel like subscribing, no problem. And if you want to make someone aware, hey, dude, hey, Queen, I just subscribed to your channel. Great content. But don't ask Queen to subscribe back to you. You can tell, hey, I just subscribed to your channel and I look forward to consuming more of your content. You seem pretty cool. It's great to meet you, right? And Queen may be inclined to check out your channel and maybe subscribe to you, but let her or the other person make that decision. Do not say, hey, I got you, get me back. That's sub for sub. That will not get you anywhere. That will, get you a bunch of dead subscribers that will never view your content anyway. Plus, it is also against YouTube's terms of service and could potentially get your channel shut down for doing that. Simon Gale's in the house. Hey, Simon, how you doing, bro? He says, hi, Queen. Hope you are well. Joe Chancellor says, that's a great service you're offering for such an affordable fee. Absolutely. And you know what, Joe? If I could do everything for free, man, I really would. And down the road, when my channel starts to grow and I'm getting, hundreds of thousands of views to where I'm making more money from ad revenue, I can give away more freebies. But for right now, I'm getting about 300 to 500 views, per live stream. And, you don't make a whole lot of ad revenue doing that, which is what I'm trying to say. Queen Helen Casey says, I don't ask people to subscribe to my channel. I leave it up to them. No, absolutely. I know that, Queen, but not everyone knows that. And some people know that and don't care. They still try to, play the system. They're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so they can get monetized. But let's say you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours in the previous 12 months and you get monetized. And then you put out videos that are monetized, but nobody's watching them. How are you going to get, ad revenue if no one's watching your videos because all you did was connect with a bunch of sub for sub people that said, gotcha, get me back, so you get them back, and then you're not consuming each other's content. You understand what I'm saying? You want to have people out there that are going to be into your content and are going to consume your content on a regular basis and are also going to share you out to other people that they feel would get value from consuming your content as well. Simon Gale says, good, man. How are you, Eli? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing quite well. Having a good day so far. It's been pretty interesting lately, bro, to say the least. It's been pretty interesting. I wouldn't say I'm, how to say this the right way. Let me take that back. I've been doing a lot of soul searching and deep thinking lately on where I want to take this channel and what content I want to further provide for all you folks out there. What content is going to engage you more, is going to stimulate you more, is going to bring you even more value than you're already getting. And so I'm hoping by, the end of this week or early next week, I'm going to have some new programs in place because what I've noticed lately on my channel, and maybe you could shed some light on why you feel this is happening, Simon. I'm noticing a lot less engagement than I used to have. I'm still getting a decent amount of people coming onto my streams, but not everyone is engaging. And so I'm just kind of wondering, have you noticed the same thing here? Have you noticed this anywhere else where you watch live streams? And what are your thoughts about it? Simon Gale says, I do personally don't care about followers. I'm a watcher and engager. Okay, that's good. Some people are consumers of content. Some people are creators and consumers of content, and that's okay. That's okay. You enjoy the YouTube platform over watching the mainstream media because you have alternative content out here. You have real people, like myself and yourself, that are not being run by the commercialized world of the mainstream media or the controlled world of the mainstream media. The mainstream media, not the mainstream media, the mainstream media. Yes, I have. So share your thoughts about that, Simon. What have you noticed on other channels? Or is it just my channel you've noticed that on? And be honest with me, because if it's just my channel, then there are some things I need to look at. I'm trying to find better ways to market my channel and get the word out more. There were a lot of people that used to be a part of my channel, and, life happens, folks. Sometimes people are going to come and go. Sometimes people are going to step away for a little while or a long while, and then, one day down the road, they might magically reappear. And you can't let that get to you. Like they say in show business, the show must go on. And regardless of what happens, you got to keep moving forward. Joe Chancellor says, it boils down to the delivery. It is a It boils down to delivery. Is it a tip on a topic source? Is it a live interview, etc.? Well, that's a good point there, Joe Chancellor. Joe, what type of content do you prefer to see? Like, what engages you? What are you looking to accomplish out here on YouTube? Let's start there. What is your end result? Because once I know what your end result is, then, I can, share my feedback and, do my very best to help you in any way possible. Because that's what I love doing. I love learning about people, and I love helping them out in any way possible, and if possible, I'll help as many people for free as possible. Let's see here. Simon Gale says, I think that others have had the same as you. They seem lower than usual. However, considering the number of subs you have, it could possibly be higher. Yeah. And, my channel, Simon, has had a lot of weird things happen to it. I have also been trolled, attacked, and harassed by a large group of people that I consider a hate group. And there are some people that for the last 3 years have become vicious internet trolls. But the cool thing about it is that a lot of these people that have been trolling out here on YouTube at a very harassing level, they're going to be in prison soon for, unrelated things, which is great because that's going to make things a little bit easier. So I think it's a combination of many things. I think it's a combination of the trolls. It's also, also has part to do with it's January, and typically this is a slow time of the year for YouTube. People are coming off the holidays. They spend a lot of money. They're working more now. They're getting ready for tax season, which is, we're actually in tax season. Taxes are going to be due in a couple of months in April. So there's a lot going on. So in order to keep people engaged and keep them around during this slow time of the year out here on YouTube, you've got to be even more compelling and provide even more value. And that's why I'm asking you, my audience, what type of value do you want to receive from someone like me as a life coach that basically can talk about and have talked about anything and everything, on a business and personal, or at a business and personal level. So let's see here. Simon Gale says, interaction with others could be a good path. It engages more people. Yeah, no, I love engaging with people. That's what we're doing right now. And I'm glad that you and Joe are chatting a lot, Simon, because there are 24 other people here on this stream, and many of them are not chatting. Now, some of them may be some people that I've blocked in the past. If I've blocked people here in the past for being inappropriate and they don't like my content, I can't understand why they would still tune in and watch me. I think that's kind of weird, but that's how some people are, I guess, and some people just want to listen. Some people are multitasking, cleaning up around their place, or they're eating dinner and they just want to watch and listen to something while they eat dinner, or they're on the road driving and they just want to have this in the background as radio. I mean, there are many different ways that people consume your YouTube content, especially if it's a live stream like this one. It could be considered the same thing as a radio show, with the exception, or with the difference of, videos added for those that can actually view the video. So, yeah, good points there. Good points there, guys. Joe and Simon. Joe Chancellor says, I'm suggesting that when a person shows up, were they searching or are they a repeat viewer? Yeah, I do get some people that find me through YouTube's search and discovery, but that's pretty rare, Joe, because even though I'm almost at 3K subscribers, I'm still technically a small channel. So I very rarely get people that find me through search and discovery. And when somebody does find me or claims to find me through search and discovery, it's typically a troll just trying to troll me. Most of the people that engage in my chat are people that I met through the same community I met through you, the small YouTuber networking community, or also known as the Growth Stream community. So I engage them when they first come here, like, you're here right now for the first time. We have a conversation. I communicate with you back and forth, and I give you an idea of the type of person I am, and then allow you to decide on your own if you feel this is something that you'd want to return to. And you're more than welcome to come back, because we're going to be running so many different topics here. We're going to do some shout-out shows every now and then. We're going to be continuing to talk about male and female relationship dynamics regarding dating relationships and marriages. We're going to be talking about health. We're going to be talking about business and finance type of topics as well, because I'm an entrepreneur. We're going to be talking about making the transition from a corporate employee or working for someone else into becoming a self-employed entrepreneur and what it takes. So, I have a lot of experience in my 46 years of life. I am 46, and I'm taking all those experiences and basically, running these shows to, further share with you folks what I've learned and what it took me to get to where I'm at. And if you're looking to accomplish similar things, what it would take you to get there as well. And, I can share with you what the path of least resistance is to get there, based on me going through the ringer and making many mistakes along the way to get there. I can share with you my mistakes, so that way you don't make the same mistakes and you can have a less resisting type of path to take. Now, I'm not saying that there won't be any resistance no matter, how much I help you prevent that based on my experiences, but at least it will it will take away some of the resistance, which is good. Because resistance is it's frustrating when you keep trying to accomplish something and then you keep getting resistance and you get knocked down, right? And then you have to keep getting back up. Kind of like Rocky Balboa, right? All right. So let's see. Simon Gill, time of the year has an impact, says Simon. Absolutely. AM21 says hi. Simon Gill says, hey, AM21. Queen Helen Casey, hello, AM21. AM21 says, hi, Simon. Simon Gale, I don't hold grudges for long. That's true. That's true. When you say you don't hold grudges for long, Simon, what prompted you to mention that at this point? I'm just kind of curious. What prompted you to share that? Like you've had falling out with people in the past, and after a while you realize that it was just really petty, and you're like, all right, let's just let bygones be bygones and be friends again, right? Let me know if that's what you meant. Simon Gale, you pretty much named some of the topics I was going to suggest. Oh, okay. Well, that's that's great to hear that, man. You know, smart minds think alike, right, Simon? Simon Gill says, what do you think about Donald Trump? Well, you know, I've been asked this question before, and I'll put up my disclaimer before I answer that, Simon. You know, my political views are my political views, and despite any difference in political views I may have with somebody, I don't judge people based on their political views. I did not vote for Donald Trump, okay? I did not vote for Trump. I did vote for Hillary, but, you know, from what I've learned since that time about Hillary and what I've learned about Trump, I can understand why people had a tough choice during the last election of who to pick, because both candidates, and, you know, if I had to share my opinion about both candidates nowadays, or, you know, in 2020 right now, I just don't feel I could trust either side. I am a registered Democrat, and my political views lean slightly to the left. I am not a left-wing extremist, and I do not hate the right. I like some views from the right, and I like some views from the left. I also hate some views from the left and hate some views from the right. I guess I'm more, you know, you can almost say I'm libertarian or down the middle, but I do lean slightly to the left. A lot of conservative men that I've encountered in my life, especially out here on YouTube, are very different than liberal men. A lot of conservative men seem to feel the need to show off how much money they make. If they make a lot of money, they feel that they have to, like, validate themselves. And that's just what I've noticed. As far as, you know, men on the left, like, we don't show off money. We feel that it's very rude and no one's business what we make. We're not afraid to share what we make. We just feel like we want people to accept us, and we want to accept people for who they are outside of their monetary value. But what I've noticed from, or, you know, by a lot of, you know, men on the right, you know, the conservatives, you know, they have way too much pride, and they feel the need to show off, you know, any success that they have. Like for me, when I reach success, I'm very grateful and thankful to the people that helped me get there. And I'll acknowledge it that way, but I'm not going to show off and say, yeah, I just made $1 million. I'm a millionaire and blah, blah. No, you know, if I made $1 million, I'd be like, I want to thank all the members of my audience and people that supported me throughout the years to help me get here. I couldn't have done it without you. Let me do something for you now, folks. Let me give back to you, the people that gave to me to get me where I'm at. But see, that's the way I approach things like that. Like I said, Simon, a lot of conservatives don't approach it that way, especially Caucasian conservative men. That's just what my experience has been. So anyway, Simon Gale says, Rocky is a Don. Okay. Simon Gale, yes, after a while, it all seems so futile. Okay. Simon Gale furthermore says, I think he is the worst president you guys have ever had. And I would have to probably agree with you on that. I'll be honest with you. Before hang on one second here. I got to check something out real quick. Before Donald Trump, I figured that, George W. Bush, the son of George H.W. Bush. I keep getting them confused. H.W., who I think H.W. has passed away, if I remember correctly. I think H.W. passed away. Yeah, he passed away November 30th, 2018. Yeah, it was recent. H.W. was the 41st president, and W was the 43rd president, if I remember. The son of George H.W., George W., before Donald Trump, I felt he was the worst president we ever had. I think he was one big joke. He didn't get reelected. He served one term. And he was the most ridiculed and parodied. Sorry, I'm not getting my verbiage out properly. There were more parodies done on George W. Bush than any other president. And they made him look like a fool on Saturday Night Live and many other shows as well. But yeah, if I had to choose who the worst president is in the history, in my opinion, this is with no disrespect to people that follow Trump, it's just my opinion, I think it's Donald Trump. Now, do I think Donald Trump is capable of being a better president than George W. Bush was? Yes. Yes, I think he's much smarter. What I don't like about Trump is the fact that he's an arrogant, pompous ass. And he lacks a lot of professionalism with the way he speaks. And when you're, running the nation as the commander in chief, you have to have a little more tact than he has, or a lot more tact in his case than he has. That's just my opinion. Yeah, as far as, you said he seems racist and has divided America. I don't know if I'd go as far and say that. I can understand why you would feel that way. I'm not going to ridicule him for that because, look, I think deep down inside, Simon, every single one of us has some choice words to say about certain ethnicities and people, and us men have a lot of things to say about women, and women have a lot of things to say about men. And a lot of times, we don't verbalize those things because, it makes us come off as immature, right? But yeah, I can understand why you would think he is a racist. I'm not going to go as far and say he is. I'm not saying he isn't, but I can't go as far and say he is because, like I said, many people have their own opinions about certain ethnicities, etc. But they keep it to themselves. Just because someone doesn't verbalize how they feel about a certain culture doesn't mean that they don't have those racist or racial feelings, or those racist feelings, which is what I'm trying to say. They just don't verbalize it. So does that mean they're not a racist just because they're not saying something, but deep down inside that's how they feel? It's subjective to how you want to look at it, man. The only issue I really have with Donald Trump is he just lacks a lot of professionalism. He has no tact in the way he does things. He just has no tact with the way he carries himself. He has no tact on Twitter. He has no tact when he's addressing the nation. Okay. He's like he treats the presidency like a blue collar worker. And let me tell you, being the president of the U.S. is not blue collar work. It's like white collar work. You're running the entire damn country, for Christ's sake, right? So, San Miguel, yeah, I get that. I could never agree with all that politicians believe. Sometimes you have to pick what seems true and right to us. Yeah, well, someone has to run the country, and you have to agree on certain things for our country to get ahead, right? Or in your neck of the woods, whoever runs your country, whether you like him or not, you have to give in to something, or things are never gonna move forward, right? Hashtag Shangy Squad. Remember when they ripped Quail apart? Yeah. Oh man. Dan Quail. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, SB, aka hashtag Shangy Squad. Those were some interesting days. Let me look up something real quick just to get my numbers straight. Yeah. All right. All right. What else do we have going on here in the chat right now? We have Simon Gale says he has been so pro the Nazi, right? Some of his supporters are white supremacists. Well, you could say that, dude. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Whether he is or isn't, or whether he has or doesn't have supporters that are white supremacists, that's all subjective to how you want to look at it. Again, my only problem with him, seriously, is his lack of professionalism. Do I vote Republican? Ever? I never have voted Republican before. Am I opposed to voting Republican if the better candidate is Republican? No, I'll vote for the best person, for the job. But I've never voted Republican before. But regardless, I can't come out and say that, I have a problem with Donald Trump for any other reason besides his behavior. That's it. That's as far as it goes. Let's see. I understand, but if we hate another race, then we are racist. Yeah. We're going down a slippery slope here, Simon, and I'm enjoying the conversation, but I kind of don't want to make this an entire conversation on politics and Donald Trump. So that's as far as I'm going to go discussing it. I've mentioned many things about Trump in the past, and that's that. Alex, the Beer Master's in the house. How you doing, Alex, the Beer Master? Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show. Yeah. How you doing, man? Don't be afraid to reach out to me, Alex. Let's have that phone conversation sometime this week, bro, and let's move forward. Do some panels together. I'd love to come on your show, and I'd love to bring you on my show as well. So let me know when you want to do that. But thank you for being here. Subscribe to Alex, the Beer Master. He's a great channel. Simon Gale has no content, but if you want to subscribe to him in case he ever puts out content, go right ahead. Subscribe to Joe Counselor. Chancellor. I mean, Chancellor, not counselor. He's not a counselor. He's Joe Chancellor. Subscribe to Queen Helen Casey, and also check out hashtag Shangy Squad as well. Simon Gale says, yeah, he doesn't have any tact, and that's the only problem I have with the guy. Look, Donald Trump is a very successful businessman, one of the most successful people in the world. You can't take that from him, whether you love him or hate him or you're indifferent about him. So, again, the only problem I really have with him is his lack of tact, his lack of professionalism and his lack of maturity in many cases when he's addressing the country. I can understand off camera and out of the public eye when he's talking with his staff, him just, not being as professional as possible. I mean, you got to be at least legally professional. You don't want to harass anyone, but to run his mouth behind the scenes is different than running his mouth on the front lines. And that's my only problem with the guy. Just a lack of professionalism. That's it. Has he done everything right? No. But has he done everything wrong? No. He's done some good things. He's done some terrible things. But what president hasn't? It is what it is. I didn't vote for him, but I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have any tag. I already read that. Hello, Alex is Queen. How's the beer tonight? Alex says, Joe Chancellor. We were young, but we were there. Yes, we were. That was in the that was in like the 80s/early 90s, if I remember correctly, with Dan Quayle, like early 90s, if I remember correctly. Let me look at the exact. Yeah, from 89 to 93 was Quayle. Yeah, I remember that. That was the time right when I started Sarah High School. Yeah. That was an interesting time. SB. It was a very, very interesting time. Simon Gale, I can't believe how racist us cops are. They seem to pick. Okay. Yeah, Simon. So, Simon, is this actually you, man, or is this somebody else? Because I'm beginning to think that this is this the real you, dude? Because I'm beginning to think like I'm getting trolled right now, man. Yeah, I'm beginning to think. Simon, is this the real you, dude, or is this somebody that's in here as a troll? Because I don't want to. Again, you're kind of pushing the political thing, and you're talking about a lot of things that I can share my opinion briefly on, but I really don't want to go into. I don't want to talk about negative stuff, man. I don't want to talk about. We talked about racism and all of that before, but I don't want to continue pushing the issue about all that. And right now, you're starting to repeat yourself, and you're making me lead to believe that either it's not the real Simon here that was here the other night, and you're a troll, or maybe it is you. I don't know. You tell me, Queen, what do you think? Is this pretty odd to you? I think it's a fake Simon. I think it's actually a fake Simon, Mr. G. What do you think, Queen? Do you think that's the real Simon? Hey, stay cool. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Now, how can you verify that's the same? That's the real Simon. Stay cool, because anyone could create an account like that. Only 2 subs. I'll tell you what. There's one way to find out. There's one way to find out if that is a fake Simon. And not showing the About tab. Let's find out when this channel started. Huh. January 29th, 2020. That's a fake Simon. Simon, fake Gale. Have a great one. That was Trim Hits. Yep, that is not the real Simon. That's definitely not the real Simon on an account that is 4 days old, when he's been in here longer than that, and he's had his account longer than that. That's not him. What do you think? How many subs does the real Simon have? I don't know. But his accounts have been active longer than 4 days. Stay cool. He's been on this platform as a consumer for a while. And this trolling account that I just banned had the About tab hidden. So it was probably Trim Hits. I don't think it's Mr. G, because he's on the run. He doesn't have time to do this. He's enlisting people like Trim Hits to do it, because Trim Hits is going to jail in 16 days, in just over 2 weeks. So, yeah, it just seemed really odd for him to continue going off about the Trump thing. Who knows? It might have been Mr. G. You don't know. Yeah, Queen, do you agree? That was a total fake. What man uses the word tush? Trim Hits does, trying to gain credibility. He was trying to last. You see, Ronaldo, Trim, whatever, Dr. Robert, you were trying to get that soccer account to last for a while, dude. You didn't think I was going to figure out, after you kept on pushing the Trump racist thing over and over again, that I wasn't gonna ban you. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Like you said, dog. Come on, dog. 28 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Folks, I'm going to step away and take a quick break here in just a few minutes. And then I'm going to come back probably for another just half hour, unless we get some people that want to do some channel reviews. Couple things before I take a break, folks. If you do want a channel review, it will require a $20 minimum donation. I will do a full channel review on you. I will look at your channel art at the top of your channel. I'll look at your channel icon, also known as your profile picture. I'll look at the title or name of your channel. I will look at your videos, your thumbnails, your titles of your streams or your pre-recorded videos, your descriptions. I'll look at your about section. I'll look to see if you have playlists there. I'll look to see if you have an email where people can email you at. I'll look to see if you're sharing social links. I'll look at the whole thing for you and let you know what you're missing, so that way we can, help you get on track and you can start getting more subscribers organically, and more views organically. If you're missing any parts of having your YouTube channel set up properly in the ways I just mentioned, that's probably a key factor why you may not be getting the traction that you desire or deserve to get. So if you do want a channel review, it's a $20 minimum PayPal donation or super chat. Or if you just want to donate to the channel, do you have Streamlabs, Eli? I use OBS. I don't use Streamlabs. Streamlabs is a version of OBS made by a different company. OBS is open source. Anybody can use OBS's source code and put their own spin on it. But I use the actual OBS. Streamlabs to me is a little bit bloated because it's based on the OBS code and engine, but they add their own things to it, which will bloat it and make it not run as smoothly. So I use the actual OBS version, the original. But like I was saying before I saw Stay Cool's message there, if you feel you're getting great value from this channel, you can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. Nightbot will be sharing my link, my PayPal link every 6 minutes, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can also add a note of any length, and I will read that note live on the air. Unless within that note you request to remain anonymous, I will definitely honor and respect that. Give me 1 second here. I just hit my pop filter, and I screwed it up. All right, there we go. We're back. And if you also do make a PayPal donation, please make me aware of your PayPal donation in the chat until I acknowledge it, because I will not be opening up PayPal unless I get a donation there. If PayPal doesn't work, you can go below the chat. At the bottom of the chat, you'll see that beautiful $sign there. You can send a super sticker or a super chat in any amount. Again, if you send a minimum $20 super chat or PayPal and you want me to review your channel, I will. Or if you just want to make a donation just to support the channel without a channel review, you can do that as well. Just let me know if you want a channel review in your super chat message or your PayPal message if you donate a minimum of $20 to the channel. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. So that is that. We're also doing channel networking in the chat, so feel free to connect with each other. Stay Cool has been a moderator here on my channel, and he's been a part of this channel for quite some time. Please subscribe to Stay Cool. Check him out. He's a pretty cool guy. Good dude. Let's help him get to 1,000 as soon as possible. Yeah. And that is that. So let me do this. Let me just cue up some music here for the time being while I'm gone. What music do I want to play? Okay. All right. We are all set to go, folks. I will be back in 5 to 7 or 8 minutes. Enjoy the music. Do not go anywhere. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube. It is 11:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in my neck of the woods. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area in beautiful Northern California, and I love it. And I hope you also love where you live as well, because like I always say, home is where the heart is at. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you for being here on this this beautiful Monday evening, Monday night, or maybe in your neck of the woods if you're in a different part of the world. It's daytime. I hope you're all having a great start to your new week. I know I am, and I've got many more positive things to come throughout the rest of this week. Folks, I'm going to start off this last half of the show by mentioning, where I'm heading from this point. I was thinking about this while I was on the break, and, I've been seeing my numbers, and they've been they've been quite all over the place lately. And like I've mentioned, if you've been following me for a while, like I've been mentioning, there are a variety of factors that have affected my channel, and it's very difficult to compare my channel to anyone else's channel, because I really don't feel anyone has experienced anywhere near what I've experienced, with the amount of trolling, haters, the amount of people that have made it their life's purpose to personally attack anyone that comes onto my channel and scare them away from coming back and sharing false information about me. And it has affected me. I'm not going to lie. It has affected me. I mean, it is what it is. Here's the thing. I did a stream, I believe it was last week. There are certain things that are within your control, and there are certain things that are not within your control. I cannot control what the haters do. I also can't control people that initially wanted to be on my channel and were a part of my channel actively for a while, and then the trolls and haters got to them. And if you are going to believe the trolls and haters when I've done nothing wrong to you, then I can't control that. And if you're going to go away because of that, then maybe you weren't here for the right reasons in the first place. And so, it's like, I could blame the trolls and haters for scaring you away, but no, I'm going to blame you for allowing the trolls and haters to scare you away. And so, hey, if we have to start all over, if we have to rebuild the audience, if we get low numbers, if we get 10 or 15 or 20 people here and only 5 or 6 active in the chat, we're going to start there, and we're going to rise above this, and we're going to build off of this. It's just one of those things that I was, thinking about, because, there are many YouTubers out there, including myself, that really want to make this successful and come out here each and every day, giving it our heart and our soul. And I'm here to say, starting tonight, that I'm totally moving past this. I will not be engaging the other side at all. I will not be publicly speaking on the other side. I will not be making any community postings on the other side. I will not be watching their content. I will not be looking at their community postings. I'm going to handle everything behind the scenes. I know I've said that before, but this time I mean it. I'm tired. It's emotionally wearing me out, and that's exactly what these people want to do to me. I'm just going to focus on what's currently happening here. I'm going to work with the active subscribers and supporters of this channel that I've got, no matter, how small the amount is, and then build off of that. That's that, There's nothing more you can really do, folks, because some things are just out of your control. You can't control people. And thank you, Shangy Squad, hashtag Shangy Squad, for the clap on that. I'll also tell you folks, over the last couple of weeks, my sleeping pattern has been very, very messed up. It's so out of whack. Most of you know I have a day job that pays my bills. I'm an insurance broker, and I do have days where I have client work to do. And it seems like almost every night for the past 2 weeks, I've been staying up all night. And then maybe I get a couple hours of sleep. I'll get up, take care of my insurance clients, maybe take a brief hour nap in the middle of the day, do my walking stream, then eat dinner. I get about an hour to an hour and a half break between the walking stream and the night stream. I'll eat dinner between that time, and then I'll come do another stream out here. I've been pushing hard to try to get ahead and really get this message out there. But yeah, this whole thing has really thrown my sleeping pattern and my lifestyle out of whack. And I don't want to allow for that to happen anymore. So this is where I step in and I say, look, enough is enough. However, anyone wants to look at it, whether it's people here on my side or on the other side, that's on you. If the other side wants to continue doing what they're doing, so be it. Just know it will be handled behind the scenes. By me continuing to talk about this and to address it, even, I had to hit it head on initially because I had to raise awareness for it. But I think I've raised enough awareness to the point of where people know, my moderators know, and if new people come into this chat and they get bombarded by the other side in a hateful way, and the other side tries to scare them away, my mods know, and they can step in and handle that. I've also programmed Nightbot every 10 minutes to put out a message, and I'll read what that message says. It says, urgent message. There are many fake rumors being said about me lately by the haters or by my haters. Please don't ask what's going on and ignore any haters that may comment on your channel. Just block and ignore them. And that's all you can do. If you want to be a part of a positive community, if you want to get somewhere, if you want to grow your YouTube channel and become a successful YouTuber, if you want advice on dating relationships and marriages, I can help you with that. If you want advice on how to get promoted and work your way through the chain of command, through the ranks in the corporate world or working for somebody else, I can help you. If you want to transition from working in the corporate world or for somebody else into becoming an entrepreneur, a self-employed entrepreneur, or starting a home-based business, I can help you. And that's what I want to focus on here. I don't want to focus on any more drama. I don't want to focus on the other side. I don't want to know what's going on. I just want my moderators to handle these people, snipe them with the band hammer. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to trust my moderators to make that decision. And if, my moderators make a mistake and ban somebody by mistake, then that person that's banned can go to my About section or below in the description of any video and find my email, Coach Eli, at coach@eliasmelas.com, and send me an email, and I'll unban you if I can decipher that you're not a troll or a hater. And that's that, folks. Let me just see a couple things here real quick. Okay, we don't have any new messages here since hashtag Shangy Squad. I can't even talk. Since hashtag Shangy Squad did all the clapping emojis there. Yeah, so that's that. If I can have my moderators type a 1 in the chat if you understand what I just said and you understand how I want the chat moderated. I want you folks to make your best decision. I would highly suggest, if you feel somebody's suspect of being a troll, go to their channel and check them out. See how many subscribers they have. Take a look and see if their about section is there, and it shows the join date of their channel. If they're hiding their about section and they have no subscribers, more than likely they're a troll. One of the easiest ways to decipher a troll is someone that's hiding their about section and has 0 subs or very few subscribers, and they have a very strange name. Queen Helen Casey says, I can only take so much from the other side before I have an asthma attack. Yeah, I don't want you getting sick or anyone getting sick. And I'll be honest, Queen. I have a very strong immune system, and I'm a very healthy person, but this has been making me sick lately. Like, I feel really worn down. Now, I may not be coming off on camera worn down, but I'll be honest with you, deep within, I feel drained. I feel like the wind's been sucked out of me and the emotions have been sucked out of me. And while I want to be here and run longer shows and be here for you folks longer, like, I have not been able to last beyond a couple hours lately. And some may say 2 hours is still a long enough show, and it is. But, under normal conditions, I have a lot more energy than I have now. So, anyway. Now, what do you mean, hashtag Shangy Squad, that's how they win? What are you talking about, that's how they win? Can you be a little more specific with that? By the way, if anybody wants a channel review, I'm going to be on for another 25 more minutes. I'm going to wrap this up at about midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. So if you do want, I have time to do one channel review. It's a minimum $20 PayPal or Super Chat donation. If you do want me to review your channel tonight, you'll need to get that in within the next 10 minutes. 9 minutes now, because it's 36 past the hour. Let's see. When they drain your energy. Well, listen, hashtag Shangy Squad. There's nothing wrong with me addressing my audience and sharing with them how I feel. Even if I feel drained, I feel my audience needs to know exactly what's going on with me. It's only fair. And if that's, feeding the trolls and, getting them off to the point of where they make videos saying I'm drained, or they write on their community walls that I'm drained, or they go on social media and say I'm drained, that's on them. I could care less what they write about me. That stuff, that's just stupid shit. All right. But they have not won, because the bottom line is I'm cutting it off right now to the point of before they do win. I'm cutting it off before they continue draining even more of my energy, making me more sick and making it, more of an emotionally draining thing, like I was saying a second ago. I'm cutting it off. And I'm just not feeding into it at all. And I really never wanted to feed into it in the first place. But I'm just preparing my moderators and the other people that consume the content here what's coming up ahead, starting, effective, starting right now, effective immediately. We're just not going to address it anymore. I think I have put out enough information over the past 2 to 3 weeks through many various streams. If you folks want to go back and watch those replays, then that would be great. That would be absolutely great. If you can go back and watch those replays, you'll find out a whole lot more. And if not, just take my word for it. Let's just move forward together and create greatness over here. How does that sound? Let me know how that sounds to you. I'm just checking one thing real quick, folks. Okay, great. My video from earlier is still monetized. Maybe the artificial intelligence is laying off of me for the time being. Jesus, man. sometimes the artificial intelligence, will be on your channel every day and will demonetize you in the middle of a stream, no matter how vanilla your stream is. And then you have to send it in for manual review. Oh, boy. At least that aspect's going well right now. Hashtag Shangy Squad says, good. I'm glad you're going to ignore it. Joe Chancellor, always moving forward. Joe, let me ask you something. And he says, too effing old for BS. That's good to hear, Joe. Let me ask you, Joe. And you seem to be a good guy. And I want to help you free of charge in any way you need help. What do you need help with, if anything, at this point? With your YouTube channel, if you have any other questions you'd like for me to answer for you. You seem to be a very good guy, and I want to continue getting to know you, and I want to connect you with some great people here that will support your channel genuinely and truly respect you for who you are. When I go to these networking channels where I met you, I thoroughly research the channels, and when I watch the videos from these channels, I really listen to tone of voice and look at body language to get a good feel of how that person is and how genuine they are. And Joe, I really appreciate your demeanor. I really appreciate how you carry yourself, and you just hit the nail on the head. Too effing old for BS. Yeah, no, you're welcome, man. I'm serious about it, man. There are so many people out here on YouTube that are in it for themselves, and they're selfish people, and they're all about the money. And don't get me wrong, who doesn't want to make money? I want to make money too, and I'm sure if you can make money on this platform, you'd want to make it as well. But I think you're a lot more like myself, to the point of where you want to do it the right way. You want to provide value. You want to give away things for free as much as you can, and then build a trust with people, and then they can donate to you, or purchase any other products you may create for your channel down the road. I've dodged my share of bullets. Yeah, I'm sure you have, dude. We all have. And yeah, I have to say, I'm kind of losing my verbiage tonight, folks, because I'm not going to lie. I'm in an emotional state right now. I'll tell you why I'm in an emotional state, because I've been working my ass for over 3 years to build my coaching business out here. Between my former channel I ran for a couple of years, and then I shut that down. I had a girlfriend I was dating back then who was on my channel. These same trolls attacked her. These trolls have attacked every single thing that means something to me. Anything that I have an emotional attachment to, they attack that. And that's what they do. That's what the trolls do. They attack when they can't get to you, because they can't get to me. I'm a rock. They attack the things that mean the most to me. And see, those other people, such as, a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend or family or anyone else, they don't understand what happens on YouTube like we do. So when they attack these people, it's a surprise. And it really scares these other people, to the point of where I have to go to these people individually and explain to them, and take an hour out of my day to explain to them what they're doing. And that's what's so draining about it. And these trolls know that, and they know that that's just the way it is. They know that's human nature, and they take advantage of it. And many people have, told me, in the past, my family and my friends have told me, why do you keep doing this if it's the way you say it is? Well, I tell them because I enjoy it. And I know there are good people out there that enjoy my content, and I enjoy theirs. And I really honestly feel that YouTube is the most amazing platform that's ever been created. We have a gift here, folks. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We have a gift here to have a platform like YouTube where I'm basically running a television show here in high quality, 1080p HD. I bought the equipment. I probably spent $4 or $5 grand on equipment, right? And you may think that's a lot, but think about it. I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's been a while since I've said it. Back in the days before YouTube, if you wanted to have a TV show, it had to be on the mainstream media, and you'd have to rent studio space, which would probably cost you 10, 20 grand a day, right? I made a one-time investment between my laptop, lights, camera, microphone, etc. I made a one-time investment of $5 grand, and now this equipment is going to last me for years. And because I'm able to now stream off of a fiber line, fiber came in my area, I have 1,000 up, 1,000 down. I'm able to stream high quality video and audio and create a real show just like just like people have on regular TV. And I'm grateful for it. I am. I'm very grateful for it. Oh, I've got 30 people here right now. That's awesome. 30 people in the box. Thank you so much for being here. If you're here, please identify yourself. We have a lot of people here, and we have 2 people chatting right now. Say hello. Unless you're banned, then I have to ask if you're somebody that's banned and you don't like my content, which is why you got banned in the past, then why are you here? But if you're not banned and you're here, say something. Make yourself aware in the chat. Let's see. Joe Chancellor says, indeed. Joe Chancellor furthermore says, my efforts have been too focused online for the wrong communities. You know what, Joe? I'd like to interview you at some point. Let me know if you're open to that. And do you do live stream interviews on your channel by any chance? Let me know about that. Because I think you and I can work together on some things. And I'd love to hear your story, man. It sounds like you have some experiences that would be beneficial for many people to hear, even people here on my end. I'd love to have you on at some point. Joe Chancellor furthermore says, it took me years to start my channels after being a trial attorney. I've always had a target on my back. Oh my God. I can only imagine what you've been through, man. So are you a retired defense attorney, or are you still practicing? So you're a defense attorney pretty much. Joe Chancellor says, sure. Joe Chancellor says, easy. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know there's a 25-second delay, so I'm just waiting for Joe to answer a few other questions. I think he said he was a trial attorney. Then a year in Afghanistan as an investigator for Department of Defense. Wow. Oh my God, man. So you're out there for the better good of our country, Joe. You're out there to protect our country, and because the haters in the real world want to create hate instead of positivity, because of the fact that you're trying to make the world a better place like me, these people put a target on your back. That's sad, man. Left all that in 2012. Wow, Joe, you did all that you did all that schooling. You went to law school. You got a law degree. You had to pass the LSATs. And you did all of that. And you gave it all up. I don't know if you believe in God or not, dude. And if you don't, I still love you. But regardless, God bless you, man. Wow, man, that's one hell of a story. That's one hell of a story. And I'm sitting here complaining about a few trolls. This man, in his real life, and an MBA too. Jesus Christ, man. What'd you do? Study all your life? Dude, you must have had no fun growing up, dude. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at some of the other messages in the chat. I'm not laughing at you, Joe. I'm not laughing at you. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second here. You're 53. I'm 46. Yeah, we're pretty close to the same age, man. You've had a hell of a life. I gotta tell you, man. That's very interesting. Yeah, Joe, do me a favor, man. If you want to email me, my email's in the description section. It's also in my about section. Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com. I'd love to connect with you and do some shows together. You have one heck of a story, man, and I think it would be very interesting to interview you if you're open to that. See, I'm sure, Joe, that the trolls out here on YouTube are nothing compared to what you've been through in real life, so it probably doesn't really faze you one bit. And to be honest with you, these trolls don't faze me anymore because I've learned how to deal with them. The only thing I really, care about is, what's out of my control. And a lot of the things that are out of my control that they're doing is affecting my brand. So I have to try to fight it and handle it different ways, which I'm more so going to be focusing on that behind the scenes. So, yeah, no, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And here's the thing, if the people that have been, for the people that have been doing the things they've been doing to me, if they want to continue doing those things without me ever mentioning them or talking about them again after the night, like, you're going to get bored at some point. There's going to be like no value for you to continue talking about me or doing anything regarding me, and if you guys continue to want to do that, that's fine. I'm just going to, ignore you folks and continue to build my audience outside of you folks. And it's just going to make you look more sad. And that's that. I'm not going to let this get to me anymore. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to fight these people. I'm not going to go out of my way to stop other things that I know they're doing. Let them just do what they're going to do. Eventually, at some point, it's going to get old, and they're going to get tired of it, and so is their audience. And that's just the way I'm going to handle it. That's it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Folks, I'm going to wrap this up in about 7 minutes here at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. if anyone has any other questions that they'd like me to answer, there's not enough time right now to do any channel reviews. So if you're thinking about buying a last minute channel review for $20 minimum, just save that for the next time. Joe Chancellor says, karma. Nah, I agree, man. Karma has no deadline, Joe. Karma has no deadline. And many of the people that have come at me for no reason just to, use my name and attack my brand for their own monetary gain and for their, for their own entertainment gain at the same time. Karma has started to already, bite those people in the ass. And that's all I'm going to do is let karma handle this. And, a lot of the people that have been coming at me are going to be going to jail soon anyway. So, a lot of these main people that are running these hate groups are not going to be around to run them. So I'm curious to see, once these few people that are going to go to jail soon go to jail and they can't lead these hate groups, what's going to happen? How are they going to continue doing what they're doing? Are they going to be able to do it at the level they're doing it now? I doubt that. I doubt that. So, But anyway, it's all going to go back on them totally. Yeah, no, you're right, Queen. You're absolutely right. Now, folks, before I wrap things up, for the people that are actually in here, make sure that you check out each other's channels. And if it's a channel you like and you want to subscribe to it, go right ahead and do so. Every channel that's in here right now that has not been banned is a great channel. And if you want to make the person aware that, you've connected with them and you subscribe to them, no problem. Just don't ask for a subscription back. If they want to subscribe to you and they want to check you out, no problem. But nothing wrong with you checking out channels. And if you like the channels and you want to connect with them and make them aware that you connected with them, no problem. Just don't say, hey, I subscribe to you, subscribe to me back. We don't do that here, and that's not the way it works. Let them make the choice for themselves, because if you don't force them and they check out your channel, they're more prone to support you the right ways, if you know what I mean. So, anything else, folks? I'm just going to wrap this up right now. I got to be honest. I'm tired. I'm drained. I want to get some rest. I'm going to also, I ate a little bit before this show, but I'm going to eat some dinner right after this show. I ate a little snack, but I'm going to actually make myself some dinner and eat something. And just, really start to, figure out what my next move is. And it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about, based on how much time, effort, and energy it takes to do this every day, and what's going on out here on YouTube, and the time of the year and all that, and return on investment, etc. I mean, look, I've never been one that begs for donations. It wouldn't work anyway. But, in order for this channel to be sustainable, I need to find some people that can, support the channel monetarily as well. It's an important part of, running a YouTube channel and running a business out here. Donations are primarily what keeps you afloat, especially in the early stages of being a small YouTuber, where, you're only getting 300 to 500 views per video, or in some cases, or in many cases, less. You're not going to make a lot of ad revenue doing that to be able to sustain it. Now, like I said, I have a day job, and that pays my bills. But you know what? I still spend a good 4 to 6 to 8 hours a day on YouTube. So, in order for it to be a productive use of my time and for it to be sustainable, I've got to go out there and either find some sponsors or get some people that are able to help, crowdfund this channel. Savage Squad, you need to rest. You look tired. I'm not tired, man. Savage Squad, you just popped on in, man. And I know you mean well by saying that, but that's not something you should ever tell any creator you support. You look tired, man. I mean, I know you meant well by that, dude. I'm not sleepy tired, man. I am emotionally exhausted. I mentioned that throughout the show. Joe Chancellor, you might do well helping insurance brokers create leads through video. I'm not into insurance anymore, Joe Chancellor. Insurance is no longer my passion. I don't have it in my head and heart. I'm maintaining my current clients. I get residual income. I have, obviously repeat customers that renew their policies, and I get residual income off of that. That's what pays my bills. But I'm just not passionate about insurance anymore. This is what my passion is. This is what I want to do. But I understand what you're saying. And Queen Helen Casey says, hello, Savage. All right, everyone. I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. Thank you to the consumers of content. Joe, thank you so much for being here. It was a great pleasure to get to know you. I look forward to what the future holds, man. And I hope to see you again. And I'll be looking out for you on your channel as well. With that being said, have a great night, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow for one, possibly two streams. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.